A very good day to you. My name is Pip and welcome to my channel. Yeah, sold my big octo already. My net profit came down to... After being in a crochet slump for like 8 months, I finally got my Crochet back, so I am really looking forward to doing another market. I just started crocheting some things that I liked. I started with this lovely Sleepy Dragon by Red Mills Crochet is the pattern. I love it. I also made this shark. The pattern is by Theresa's Crochet Shop. I made these cute little bears. This is like Winnie the Pooh. The colors, I thought that was really cute to give them like the crop top, the iconic crop top for very tiny turtles. I still have a lot left from my last market. It's all in this bag, and right before this market I will be going through the inventory and writing everything down and showing you guys what I have. Today I have been working on this little cutie. I'm thinking about giving her some blush. I'm gonna be bringing her to the market, and I'm planning on making some more giraffes and trying out different patterns. For now I have entered some things into the wheel of patterns again, so I think it's time to spin the wheel and see what we're making next for this market. Let's see what we're making. Alright, we are making 3 mini turtles. 3 of these are going to be my next makes. I just finished up the last of the little tiny turtles. I ran out of this yarn, so I just made the border in a different kind of yarn, and I think it's cute. So 2 with the darker color and 1 with the lighter color. Now I have 7 tiny turtles. I was actually thinking they would be a €5 item, but they take me 20 minutes, so yeah, they take a little bit too long for €5, so we're gonna do 6. I also plan on making some penguins, also make those 6. 1 other plushie, also 6, so that I have a 5 and a 6, or maybe €7 bin. I am completely covered in the little yarn fuzzies. I have an hour before I need to leave, before I need to go do a gig, before I need to work. So I think it's time to spin the wheel again. I forgot to film it, but it is a small bear like this one. So we're making another one with the Winnie the Pooh colors. One of those bears takes me about 35 to 40 minutes. So that is definitely enough time before I need to leave. I just got ready for my gig. This is all I have left of the yellow that I use for the Winnie the Poohs. It's the sunshine kind of yellow, and I don't think I will be ordering more of this yarn because I've just started getting back into it, and I want to finish colors that I already have first. But I'm a little bit sad that I'm out of this color because I can only bring 2 of these to my next market, and I felt like I wanted to make some more. I do have the yellow that I used for this giraffe still, but it's a big difference, and this is not really Winnie the Pooh color. This is his color. So 2 will have to do. Oh, I think maybe one day I will be making one of those bears with all the different colors, like a scrap bear. That would be cute. I need to stuff this guy, sew him up, and give him a little nose / mouth. I think I'll continue tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Friday, May 23rd, and I am working on this little giraffe with a poppable head. I don't really know how this is gonna work. They said to either not stuff the head, but then it would be really like super floppy, or just lightly stuff it. So maybe I've already overstuffed it, but I don't really like the look of not stuffing. Yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. But the fact that I think the idea is that it pops back, right? Or should it stay like this? I don't know. This was a free pattern on Instagram by Crochet, H-I-E inspired, and Gwenny's Crochet. And Gwenny's Crochet is a lovely crochet friend of mine, so I love trying out her patterns. It's turning out very cute. I have a very busy day the rest of today, but tomorrow I am free the entire day. I was planning on crocheting almost all day and maybe doing a quick workout so that I don't sit on my ass all day as well. I'm really looking forward to that, so I'll see you tomorrow. It is Saturday, May 24th. 4th. It is 1 p.m. This morning I made this little dragon in the colors of Endarna from 4th Wing. I've been reading a lot this past year. Also 4th Wing, of course. The first 3 books. When I saw this little pattern by Dr. Shoko_Crochet, I just fell in love. It is supposed to have spikes. I thought it was perfect like this. Maybe I'll make a few more with spikes. Horns and the feet and the wings are supposed to have a different color, but I wanted to make an entire gold one for Endarna, and maybe I'll make some other ones with different colors as well. It took me about 70 minutes to finish this. It's quite small for something that's 70 minutes, so I don't know if it's a great market make. Crochet is also about having fun. I had a lot of fun making this little cutie, but I don't know if I'm gonna like mass produce it like I will probably do these frogs and stuff like that. There is obviously a big difference in size, so people will obviously understand that if this is €5, this cannot be 10. I think it's time to do some inventory because I have no idea how much I have left, what I have. I also don't know when the market is because I haven't chosen a market yet to sign up for. So once I know how much I have and how much I want to have before the market, I know how much time I need. So what the dates are that I can look at for markets. So I think I'm gonna go ahead, grab this bag that has been sitting in our attic. Is the attic upstairs? Yeah, basement is downstairs, attic is upstairs, okay? In the attic. It's been sitting here for 9 months or something, untouched. Get these out and count them, put them into a document so that I know how much inventory I have. And towards the end of this video, right before the market, I will go through everything that I'm taking with me, and of course after the market I will be showing what I've sold. Maybe I'll combine those so that it doesn't get too repetitive, but for now I'm not really gonna go into it too much. Write everything down that I have right here. So I just finished putting everything into this laundry basket, and this is all I have at the moment. I don't really see anything. Any rogue plushies anywhere. I believe this is everything. I have put it into my Excel sheet as well. Okay, I got really cold there for a second, so I put on a sweater. So the total profit would be 880, and that would be my turnover minus my costs. So the cost of yarn, cost of packing materials, costs of safety eyes, every single thing, just not cost of labor. It's not really about the money for me. It's just a really fun hobby. I have another really fun hobby that I already make my money with, so which is my full-time job. So I'm okay with not making a bunch of money. I started like paying myself €1 to €2 per hour because I didn't want to be like working or making everything for free, that the customer would only pay for the materials. I know I'm not the fastest crocheter, so I don't want to make it so that nobody will buy anything, because otherwise I will have laundry baskets filled with plushies all over the house, and that would be crazy. So I'd rather sell them at a lower price, so a lower hourly wage for myself, which I would not recommend if crochet was going to be your full-time job. I don't know if that's even possible, but if you're really fast at crocheting, then maybe it's possible. Or if you make really big art pieces, you can sell them for more and maybe people will like value them more. I don't know, but it's tough to balance those things out. I try to put my wage around €10 an hour, which is way below minimum wage here in the Netherlands. It usually averages to about 5 to 10 euros per hour that I put in. I also just look at the prices of the sellers around me, and some even like ask way less for a plushie. And I know crochet isn't a contest, but you will just make more money if you're faster. I am rambling for 7 minutes already, for longer than that because I took a break to get my sweater. I'm glad that I know how much I have right now. I do really want to make more of the dragons. The hourly wage for that is about 7 euros, and maybe I should just check out what my hourly wage is, what my highest hourly wage is, and then make a lot of those things. But I don't know if those will sell really well. I'd rather not make a bunch of things just because they're fast. I think it's time for lunch. It is almost 2 p.m. My husband, he just made some eggs. He asked me if I wanted to come and have lunch with him, but I was counting and I didn't want to stop because I just wanted to finish it. So now I gotta go make my own lunch. And now at this point I'm disappointed that I didn't just stop what I was doing and join him. But yeah, that's just how my brain works. I can't really stop once I'm on a roll. After lunch, we are going to be spinning the wheel to see what else we're gonna make today. Having lunch turned into also doing grocery shopping for the entire week, and now it is almost 6 p.m. and the only thing I crocheted today is that little dragon that I did this morning. So I feel like life just got in the way today. I really love the disco ball. Alright, we're gonna go for one of the 3 birdies. I definitely won't be able to make all 3, but let's see if I can at least get all 3 done today. Maybe after dinner, before we go to the cinema tonight. We're gonna go see Lilo and Stitch. Alright, the little chick is done. I hope we're gonna be able to make 2 more tonight before we go to the cinema. Just got back from Lilo and Stitch. My face is still puffy from crying. The 3 chickies are done. A very good morning. It is Sunday, May 25th. I have looked at different dates for markets, and I'm thinking August 3rd or August 24th. So those 2 are options. First one, August 3rd, is in Rotterdam, and the 24th is in Gouda, which is where I live. So I'm thinking about doing Rotterdam, and if I don't really like sell out, I'm probably not gonna sell out, I can use the rest for Gouda if I feel like it, because August is not such a busy month for me. I'm thinking I will probably have the time to do a market then. I have to leave for 2 gigs today, and the second one has 1.5 hours in between the 2 sets that we're playing. So I am bringing a green color for some more of those pocket froggies. Most of the froggies that I have right now are light green, and last time the darker green ones sold faster. So we're gonna be making some of those. And I brought yellow for the ducky version of this. So I just prepared a little bit of that beak and feet color, and for the mouths of the frogs I brought a little bit of black yarn. I brought scissors and my crochet hook and some safety eyes and a yarn needle and some stitch markers. Oh, and also just a little bag of polyfill mixed with some yarn scraps, because I also always put my yarn scraps into other projects because I don't want to throw away those fuzzies. I mean, they're still very soft, so let's just put them in, you know? I'm really hoping that in that 1.5 hour I will be able to make at least 2 plushies. I am very excited for today. Tomorrow is going to be a very long day as well. For 2 days a week I have a day job, which is tomorrow, and right after I have a gig as well. And when I get home I will probably need to sleep. So the next time I will be able to crochet is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May 27th, and I thought I would have time to crochet today, but I really didn't. But I did manage to finish 3 little froggies. Oh, they are quite jumpy. 3 of these little froggies during my gig on Saturday and Sunday. In between gigs I was able to make these 2 little duckies. I want to make 1 more of these duckies. It is 10 p.m. right now and I need to work very early tomorrow morning. So I think I'm gonna do 1. It takes me about 20 minutes. I'm gonna make 1 and then it's time to head off to bed. All done. I'll see you tomorrow. Wednesday, May 28th, and I finally have an evening all to myself to crochet. I think it's time to spin the bigger wheel with the bigger plushies that are gonna take me longer than 3 hours. I'm gonna make, yes, the duck with the floaty. I bought Crochet Grove's duck with a frog floaty pattern, and I am really looking forward to making that. It is almost 11 and I came this far. It's gonna get some feet sewn on, and I still need to make the floaty, but we're gonna do that tomorrow. It is Thursday, May 29th. I just finally finished the duck. The total amount of hours that it took me to make this cutie was almost 4 hours. I am not the fastest and I don't want to rush it, and I still think it's so cute. Look at that little face. And that little face. I think this could have been a bit neater, but to be honest, I was doing this last and I really wanted it to be done, so I did rush a little bit. but I think it's so stinking cute. I love it. I have time today to spin the small wheel once. Maybe I'll have time to spin it a second time, but we're gonna do it at least once. I'm almost out of battery. Let's change that first. Are we ready to spin the big wheel? The small wheel. I like the sound as well. We're gonna make 2 blue axolotls. I haven't made one before, so I'm gonna go look for a pattern that I like. It took me way too long to find a good axolotl pattern because I didn't want it to be too big. I wanted it to be a little make that I could put in the €6 2 for 10 box. Then I found one that was a little too small because I don't like making things that are too small. And then I tried making my own pattern, and I think it looks cute, but I think it needs to be slightly bigger. Still think this is too small. I'm gonna try and make this exact same pattern, but add some stitches. And of course, this is heavily inspired by many other patterns out there. So I'm not saying that this was my original idea. I just couldn't find anything that was the right size. I just freehanded this and I wrote down. It's not really super cohesive, but I think I understand what I did. And I'm gonna try and make it a little bit bigger. It is almost 8 p.m. and I think I have a pattern that I am satisfied with. I think it's super cute, and it's this. I want to find a way to stop these frills from curling up too much because I'd like them to just stand like this, but if you leave them for a bit, then they start to curl up. I don't know what the best way to combat that is, and maybe the eyes need to go a little bit lower because I think they are 1 row too high. I'm tired. I don't think like making patterns is really for me because I have to frog so much and I hate frogging. I just love when a pattern is already amazing and I don't have to do anything. Well, except for crochet it, of course, but I don't have to change anything. I think I'm satisfied with this. I don't think it's gonna be €6 because it's gonna take, I think, a bit more time, but at least it's gonna be one of the small things. I'm gonna make it again and see how long it takes me so that I know how to price it, so that I know if it's worth it to make more. But I think it's a very cute face, and it's something that is quite different from the other lower cost items that I have. So I'm gonna make one more blue one, and I of course want to make an entire rainbow of axolotls. So this one took me 40 minutes, so I'm gonna make it €10. It's definitely not going in the 5 to 6 euros bin because this takes too long, but they're still very cute, so I think I can make a bunch. It is almost 9. I think it's time to spin the small wheel one more time because I only made 3 tiny plushies today. Okay, I know I also spent about an hour finishing this. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I really want to make some more because I'm obsessed. Crochet Grove, you are a genius. Spin the small wheel. A loaf cat. Friday, May 30th, and yesterday evening I managed to finish a little loaf cat. I have about an hour before I need to leave for my job this evening, and we're gonna spin the wheel. Here we go. All right, 3 yellow mini sharks, and that is going to be the pattern by All From Jade. These are so cute. Okay, look at that. Okay, I have made like hundreds, no, not hundreds, but a lot of whales from this pattern before, but the little dorsal fin and the way that the fins are like that, the little gills, it really elevates the whale pattern. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Good morning, it is Saturday, May 31st, and yesterday during work I crocheted these 2 black sharks. They might be orcas. One more black one. I just like to make 3 of every color. Maybe not every color, but of the colors that I really like. I brought my white yarn along and something really tragic happened to it. while it was in my bag. Yeah, it is truly a sad and terrifying story. So I have got my yarn winder and we are going to be winding it up. That's probably gonna take a while, so we're just gonna speed this up a little bit. For you guys, for me, it's probably gonna take a while. So much better. I did just spend 15 minutes of my life getting this, but it also cost 8 euros a skein, so I just saved myself 8 euros. Yeah, there is a lot of better things that I could have done with my time, like crochet, and just because I have like 5 other white skeins, I could have picked one of those, but we leave no one behind, you know? Time to make one more black shark or orca. Look who came to join me. You are the reason that I have to lint roll all of my plushies before I send them out or take them to a market. Oh, show them your pretty face. We are finishing up the body of this shark. It still needs the dorsal fin, and also afterwards I will be embroidering the gills on all 3 black sharkies. Marvin is doing his hair, so that's what you're hearing. How are you doing? Good morning. Wanna go for a walk? 3 black orcas / baby sharks. Done. So about a year ago, I wanted to make a pattern for a neck pillow. That is also a loaf cat. There was gonna be like a tail here, but it's not really a nice neck pillow. I couldn't really get it to do this. It's a bit too square. It should fall like this, but I couldn't really. Well, I could probably do this, but I also don't like the decrease here. It's too wobbly. Like I said somewhere else in this video, pattern designing is probably just not my forte. I will probably design something somewhere in the future, but for now, it's a bit too much for me. But I'm thinking about making just a large loaf cat until here, but I don't know if it's possible to just snip this and then frog. Do the same thing to this and then try to get the front. Use my end decreases as the face. So I really gotta make those neat if I want to make this into a big loaf cat. We can just try. Alright, we see this massacre, right? I am getting somewhere. I am seeing a row emerge, but it is kind of hard to get it out. It's not easy to frog. So I wouldn't recommend, but I would be glad to save this entire part. That would be really nice if I could just use that. So we have them separated now, and I'm thinking, should I just make one long cat? It's not really a loaf anymore then. Of course it's gonna get a tail, and I don't know if I like the stripes being this far apart, so maybe I should frog a couple more rows and just sew it together. I think I'm just gonna do that. We have to deal with this situation. I've lined up the feet and put in some big knitting needles to keep it in place a little bit. It's shifting now, but I'm gonna put it back in place, and we're gonna make one long cat. This cat is definitely not prettiest, most beautiful plushie I've ever made, but she does have character. Okay, so yeah, you definitely see that this is sewn. On camera, it doesn't look too bad. It looks a bit more wonky in real life. Look, the face is adorable. The little butt is adorable. It's a little bit more round since this is also the start. This is the start of one, and this is the start of one. Usually this gets a little bit more flat when you decrease, but these are increases. I don't. Bit more of a chubby butt, which is cute, she think. And I think about how I'm gonna price this, because it like a lot of yarn goes into this as well. The little feet, I like it. A very good day. It is Monday, June 2nd, and I have made some blue sharks this weekend. This morning I started making this tiny little kitty. Here we go, the black and white one. is done. I think I'm gonna make an all black one as well. For now, these two are just chilling over here. Everything that I have not put into my inventory document yet, I put right here so that I know I still need to put it in. I'm gonna head to the gym now to get some movement in, and afterwards we're gonna spin the wheel again. It is 2 hours later and I did not go to the gym yet. I got distracted. As usual, I'm constantly distracted by emails that I have to answer or other things, like one of my colleagues asking for a custom dog, and I am not doing customs at the moment, but for her I made an exception, and she sent me a picture of the dog. She wants a keychain, so just the head. I am so obsessed with how cute it already is. I still need to make some ears to like figure that out. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, let me show you the dog for reference. This is the little baby, and this is the crocheted head. I didn't have a darker brown, otherwise it would have been black, but it is brown. The resemblance is uncanny. I'm very happy with how this turned out, but I still need to make these very cute ears, so I'm thinking about making some triangles and sewing them to the head like this. Why, hello, it's been a while. It is Thursday, June 26th. We're continuing market prep. I did a 24-hour video in between, and after that, I also made this mammoth Crochet Grove. That girl is just amazing. Her patterns, I just want to make every single one, but I don't have the time for every single one. But if I could, I would. Look, the little tail that comes out between the curls. I think it's just way too cute. That's what I made off camera after I finished wrapping up that other video. I think it's time to spin the small wheel because I think we have to get into the groove of making some small things again, because right now, let me check how much I have. So I have 65 small plushies under 10 euros, and I think I want to make at least 100. So that's 35 more, and mainly for the €6 2 for 10 basket, which is just gonna be the birdies, so chicks, ducks, flamingos, mallards, and penguins. And remember, I made 3 little white chickens. I lost one, so we have to make another one. I don't know where it went. It's just, yeah. I've turned the whole room upside down and I didn't really take the bin anywhere else. Whatever. Spin it, spin it, spin it. 2 mini cats. I need to bring lots of cats. So 2 cats is fine with me. This is everything I make ever since I got my Crochet back. And I made a couple of small ones because I was totally sold out of those. I've already made a couple. So we have some white ones with some spots. I have some completely black ones. I believe those sold really well last time. I have one ginger one, and I think that's it. I think I have 6. We need maybe a beige one at least. Maybe a Siamese. A completely beige one. Maybe with white feet or something. A small little one like this. Let's go and get the colors. I think I have all the beigey, brownish colors that I would want to be using. So I think I'm gonna make, there's this cream and more like sandy beigey color. I'll make one with these 2 colors and a Siamese cat. Yeah, it's quite dark. I think I'll need these 2, but it's almost like some of them almost have like a black face, but I think that would be a little bit too dark. Most of them are quite brown. I could do a darker brown like this. Either one of these with this. I think this is a little bit too red, but I think this should be good. I could make one with each of those. Let's just make two Siamese. Who knows, maybe I'll just make a beige one as well. Maybe let's make 3 cats. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if I have the time. I have about an hour. I don't think I'll be able to make 3 ones. Let's just see how far we get. These cats are so cute. Look, the inspiration for the Siamese. They're so cute. Oh, this little kitten. Let's get to making them. All right, the day is almost over. I made a 2 Siamese cats. I used glittery eyes for this. I don't know what to think about it. I think they're a bit too big. I think this is cuter. I also used glitter eyes for the cream one, and I think she's a little lopsided. Maybe someone would like to adopt a little lopsided cat with glittery green eyes. I just can't seem to get her nose straight. There's something about the stitches, I don't know, but well, I think I'm gonna continue making these with just the safety eyes, just the black ones. I think that's a bit cuter, and then there's more room to make the little nose. Then it doesn't have to be so lopsided. Alright, but we made 3 of the kitties. So those are going in the bin, and they're going into the inventory, and it's time to sleep now, so I'll check you tomorrow. A very good day to you. Today is Monday, July 28th. I don't remember if I updated you this month. I mean, maybe my last update was from June. But we are officially in the week of the market. It is this Sunday. It is Monday right now. I'm working on my loaf cat army. They are right here. Their tails are on their heads waiting to be. I am just sewing up some butts. And then it is time for all the details. So I need to do all the whiskers, the little X's for their noses, and little X's for their buttholes. I have 12 right here. I also have some octopi right here. I thought it would be fun to do some white ones because they look like little ghosts. Those are some whips. I also have an orange whale in the making because I had some time in between sets yesterday during the gig, so that's when I made those octopi and the one little whale. Because I think you can never have too many small plushies because I can always take them to a next market, because having items under 10 euros will probably help me with sales. I think I'm going to be finishing up all of these loaf cats tonight. It is 8 p.m. right now. It will probably take me a while to do all of this because I need to make 3 more tails and then assemble all of it and give them all the features, and then assemble like 9 octopi or 8 octopi and 1 whale. So that will probably take me 2 hours. I don't know. I have no sense of time, but I didn't really sleep well last night because me having to finish my website because it's on my card. Actually, the wrong website was on my card. I wrote down my new website on a sticker and I put it on every single card, and I had a lot of cards, so that was also a lot of work. I was thinking about that this night, and I was thinking about my website and having to put all my music stuff on there as well because I wanted to combine it, and it was just a lot because I was also thinking about every plushie I still wanted to make and all the market displays that I still really have to set up. I have a 4-meter wide table. Last time I shared the 4 meters with my friend that I did the market with, but our neighbors, they like didn't need 1 meter of their table, so I could like venture into their space. So I think I had about 3, maybe 3.5 meters last time. It was cutting it close, and I think I have more inventory right now, so I have a little bit more space, but I also have more inventory. I have 180 centimeter table downstairs, so I was just thinking of making the left side first, like a little setup, and then doing the right side. We have an oval table, so it's not really going to be super convenient, but I feel like I need to get out my display stuff just to see what I have and have peace of mind that I'm gonna have a full table and it's not gonna be looking empty. But I have over 200 plushies, so it's probably not gonna be looking empty. I'm stressing over probably nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these cats. I will check back in with you if I remember. Alright, these are the loaf cats that I made these past couple of days, like the past week. They need their features, but they all have their tails and they are stuffed. So it is 9 currently, so making those last 3 tails, making sure they're all stuffed, sewing them up, and sewing the tails to the butts. That took me an hour. Time for the details, the whiskers and everything. Another hour later. It took me about 50 minutes to an hour to finish the details on these 12 cats. So that's good to know. That it takes me about 5 minutes per cat to make like the nose, the butthole, and the whiskers. Now it is time to go and stuff these octos and sew them as well, or make the last round and then sew them. All right, let's go. As you can see in this dirty mirror, it's very dirty, okay, I need to clean that. I am working on a market setup. The buttholes need to be displayed and this needs to stay like this. This is part 2. I will put part 1 in here. I still have all of those plushies to put in this space. So I'm just wondering how. Here we go. This is going to be the setup. I have 20 centimeters wider for both that I have done right now. And there will have to be one more thing to elevate this and this cat because those are special cats. They do not fit into this category. I also have this. I will hang this probably and we could also put something in there. For right now, I think I'm good on display stuff. I just need one more of something like this. So I'm gonna go over to my parents' house. Maybe they have something like it that I could use to elevate those last cats. And I have some car hangers that I will be hanging up because there's this piece of wood that I can put some like hooks on, and that's where I will be hanging these babies from. I only have 4 at the moment, so I feel like I need to make some more. There are a couple things that I think I need more of, but I have enough. I mean, I have enough for the display. It is completely filled. For it to be perfect, I will be needing some more things, and I've written them down. I have a few more days, and I am going to be on the road for a couple of them, but I can bring yarn with me. Inventory wise, I am now including material costs, including tax, everything, so just what the customer pays. If I sell out, I will have made 3,180 euros. I will probably not sell out. Plus, the market also costs like 120 euros, 130. We have gas, we have parking costs, which will also probably result in like 50 euros. Going to the market alone will probably be like 170. We'll see how far we get. Look how cute that is. I think I need to steam it a little bit for the wrinkles to come out. For now, I think it's cute. And these 2 colors, they kind of look like that ice cream, you know what I mean? I'll put a picture up here. It is the evening before the market. I just put everything in the car, and I'll check back in with you tomorrow when I go to the market. I didn't really film anything the last 2 weeks while I was preparing for the market because I was a bit stressed. I have 3,300 euros worth of inventory. I shouldn't have been stressed because I have enough. They do expect some rain tomorrow, so I hope there's no rain tomorrow. The rain is supposed to come at about 6 p.m. so that is after the market. It ends at 5:30. So hopefully the weather predictions are right. You can already see it in my face. I'm breaking out a little bit and my bags are up to my knee. It is almost 11. And I think it's time to go to bed. Check back in with you tomorrow. Hey, very good morning. It is the day of the market, and my lovely husband is bringing me to the market and helping me empty the car. I am putting some Velcro on the back of some price tags so that I can put them up on my displays. I thought that would be handy for if I want to change some things around, then I can just like stick them on with Velcro. I'll show you setup in a little bit.
Ja, dit is wel, denk ik, bijna een jaar aan werk in totaal.
It isn't even set up yet, and it's 5 minutes till the market starts, and I just sold my big octo already. And the Triceratops, the Crochet Pro one. No words, no words. Hello. Oh ja, ik vind het zo lekker soepel. Het voelt zo lekker zacht aan je handen. Dat is echt, ik heb ook wel, toen ik begon met haken heb ik wel wat dingen met katoen gemaakt.
Ja.
Maar toen had ik een keer een bolletje hiervan gekocht en toen dacht ik, ga nooit meer terug.
Ja, ik maak alles inderdaad ook aan toe.
Ja. Ja.
Ik vind dit heerlijk.
Ja, nee, maar dat is ook echt superleuk. Kan je hele mooie dingen mee maken. En je kan veel beter details natuurlijk maken. Ja, ik zou het echt aanraden. Oh ja, leuk. Ja. Ja. Ja, ik vind vooral zodra je dan de oogjes erin doet, dan wordt het echt zo'n, dan wordt het iets. Ja, dat is wel echt heel leuk. Ja. Fijne dag.
Het probleem is inderdaad wel gezond. En dat is eigenlijk...
Ja, ik moet af en toe even tussen de voorraad. Even tellen, even... Ja, als ik erop sta, dan kan ik maar net zo goed doorgaan, toch?
Daar geen fouten te maken.
Ja, ik moet soms even een beetje uithalen en dan weer even tellen en dan... Maar dat geeft niet. Ik vind het fijn om iets te kunnen doen, zeg maar. Ja, dan sta je zo. En dat is voor de mensen dan ook, ja, dan blijf je iedereen zo maar aankijken. Ja, dankjewel. Fijne dag. Are you guys here on holiday?
No, we live here.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we just always have, well, our jobs are in English.
Okay, yeah, I understand. And
It's niet makkelijk te leren.
no, it definitely isn't an easy language. And most people here understand English up to...
That's the other problem. Okay, so we need this cat. Okay, we have some other cats, so we need this cat. All right, let's do these two guys.
Okay.
I don't know. I might email you.
That's all right. Yeah, you have my card, so let me check the map. The wind is my enemy at this moment.
For some reason, whenever this thing happens, the wind is always bad.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
craft thing.
Only
Every time
on
we
these
come
days.
here.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
only these days.
And right, so here you go. That's gonna be 82.
Find out.
Yes, it's been approved. Do you have enough space in your bag?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
We live so close.
Oh, okay. Oh, it definitely fits with the octopus, I think.
Go ahead and
All right. Well, thank you so much.
have a great rest of the day.
Thank you. Likewise. Hello. Lady, oh god, the octopus just came back and got the mammoth as well. Crazy. Het moet niet of zijn. Even vergelijken. Ja. Tot straks. Tot zo. Oh echt? Ach nee joh. We hebben niet zoveel. Zo gaat het. Moet ik iets eraan vastmaken zodat het aan de... Ja, even kijken hoor. Dan moet ik even... Welke kleur hebben we? Een beetje bruine? Dan maak ik gewoon even een... Ja, wacht. Even stevig maken. Hi. Yes, of course. Ik kom zo bij jullie terug. Oh, yes. Thank you. Would you like a bag for that? No, it's here you go, with 3 bags. Oh, that's perfect. Let me see. Even nadenken wat het handigste is. Vastmaken. It's coming! Zo, even te denken wat handig is om het... Oh, top! Ja, dus dan maak ik een lusje.
Ja, ja.
Top.
Ja.
Even kijken hoor, dan aan de staart misschien inderdaad. Zo. Kijk eens. Pinnen?
Ja.
Ja. Voor die 7 euro alsjeblieft.
Oh, wacht.
Is het goed zo?
Ja.
Zo kan die in ieder geval niet weg. Ja, even goed. Veel plezier ermee. Hi.
Sorry, I can't decide.
Oh, take your time.
Yeah, I'm gonna take those two for sure.
Okay, amazing.
I like those tiny ones, but I don't want to, you know, reduce everything.
There's many different. I like the back. Would you like to pay by card or cash? That will be 16, please. Oh, good. Would you like a receipt sent to your email?
No, that's
No?
fine.
Okay.
Can I take one of your cards? However.
Yeah, you can take those. Just they're there for that. You're welcome. Have a nice day as well. Dankjewel. Met oh ja, nee, de... Ja, dat doe ik ook voor je. Oh nee hoor, nee. Even kijken hoor. Zo. Helemaal goed. Wil je een bonnetje via de mail toegestuurd hebben? Dan kan je hem zelf invullen. Ja. Veel plezier ermee. Settled. Hallo. Ja hoor, zeker. Hoi. Would you like both of them to be keychains? You can always take it out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Two.
Yeah. Both of them with the hook?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I'm
asking too many questions.
It's all you, isn't it?
It's definitely me.
Would you like a bag?
No.
No?
How big is the bag? Actually, yeah.
Yeah. Now, would you like to pay card or cash?
Card.
I am gonna do a market, another market in a few weeks, and what I have left afterwards I will put on either an Etsy or Vinted. Depends on where you're from. Yeah, I will put a card into the bag. That already?
You're really cute.
Thank you so much. Alright, would you also like the receipt sent to your email, or you can fill it in right here and click. For you. Alright, amazing. Thank you so much. And enjoy. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Oh. Hello my lovelies, it is 8:30 p.m. on the market day still. I took a shower and I crunched some numbers. I'm not gonna go through every single thing that I sold because I'm gonna be making a vertical video for the socials with everything that I brought, and then I'm gonna put in to the screen what I sold as well. And I'll put that in this video so you will see it.
What I brought to my last market and what sold. Balloon Dog 08s. Big Cat 0/1. Baguette Cat 0/1. Elephant 01. Mammoth 1/1. Octopus 1/1. Triceratops 1/2. Fox with Mushroom Hit 01. Safari Tiger 0/1. Bears to quarters. Big Bee 1/1. Caterpillar 1/3. Sleeping Dragon 01. Shark 01. Duck with a floaty 01. Giraffe 0/2. Loaf Cats 5/17. Kitties 5/12. Swinging Buddies 0/10. Emotional Support Pickles to halves. Leggy Froggies 1/6. Little Giraffes 0/4. Triceratops 0/6. Stegosaurus 0/1. Snoozing Flamingo 0/1. Ducks with hats 3/7. Rubber Duck is 1/10. Sad Hamsters 0/2. Little Dragons 1/3. Little Bears 1/6. Seagull 1/1. Bees 3/8. Keychains 7/15. Axolotl 0/2. Postcards 6/125. Pocket Frogs 1/12. Whales 0/13. Sharks 6/12. Turtles 10/12. Stingray 5/11. Octos 5/20. Baby Birdies 10/35. Which one's your favorite?
Our total sales came to 883 euros. So I'm very happy with that. I brought about 3,000 euros worth of inventory, and I was definitely not planning. I was not expecting to sell it all. So the 883, I'm really happy with that, and I love the experience of the market. I had amazing booth neighbors. We had a great time, and yeah, the people were also very nice. Yeah, I had a great time. So that's amazing. I'm gonna be doing another market in 3 weeks in my hometown here in Gouda. Probably not gonna be as good as Rotterdam because it's a very small city here, Gouda. But the actual profit is unfortunately not 883 because we had market booth fee, we had gas money, we had sales tax, of course. I don't know where you're watching from, but here in the Netherlands we have to pay 21% sales tax. That is a lot. It counts for almost everything except for food and entertainment as well. So when I'm singing, I only have to pay 9%. So people only have to pay 9% and I only have to pay that 9% back. But for these kinds of things, products, non-essential items, it's 21%. But that also means that my material cost, I can write off 21%. So that's nice. Total costs were, I filled it in my spreadsheet, and I know the material cost per plushie, and I just multiplied it by the number of plushies that I sold of that certain plushie. So my material costs for these babies were 189 euros. The booth fee was 132.50, 50 cents. I didn't write that down, but it was 132.50. I spent 11 euros on gas today, well, I didn't actually spend it, but that's what it was, like the drive was worth 11 euros. Marvin drove me, oh wait, then it's gonna be double. It's gonna be 22 in gas because Marvin drove my car to Rotterdam and then home, and then he came to pick me up. So it's a round trip twice. So that's 22 in gas and 153 in sales tax. So that's that 21%. So the total cost of this market came to 496 euros and 50 cents. I am not including any display items. I'm gonna be reusing those, of course, but I also have paper bags. I'm not gonna be reusing them because I gave them to people. I also have business cards that I'm not taking that into account. A lot of money as well, but I'm not really putting that into this market. And then my net profit was 730 and my net costs came down to 456. So my net profit came down to 456 euros. And the payments were 228 euros in cash and 655 euros with card payments. All in all, I would definitely do this market again. It is not super profitable. I'm not really doing this to be super profitable. I don't think I could make this my actual like job. I already have a very fun job, so I don't need it. I just love making a lot of plushies and I just don't want to be stuck with them at home. I am going to be listing a bunch of the plushies that I don't sell at the next market because I am not going to be selling out, and I'm going to be making more for the next market because I know myself. I'm already working on my next plushies. So for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.